Hello, this is Lockdown Live, the alternative sports show helping you and your family beat the virus blues. Top marks to everybody who's been sending in clips. Here's a little taster of what's to come on episode 6. It's not quite a demonstration sport for Tokyo yet, but swing skittles could catch on. The hockey hopeful who receives some unexpected golden nuggets of inspiration. And the husband against wife head-to-head that leaves them both in a spin. Now, although it was March when lockdown began, we can already sense the summer looming large on the horizon. It's a fantastic time of year to be outdoors, and one thing's for certain, the back gardens of Great Britain have never been busier. Well, Laura and her pet Sunset have been practicing tirelessly for this back garden chicken agility time trial. It looks like it's the tried and tested half cucumber as the motivational snack of choice for Sunset. So hard to stand out from the crowd in this category with that worldwide population of 23 billion. Gallus domesticus, arguably the toughest division in history. Oh, this is brilliant so far. One final obstacle. Oh, a little moment's hesitation. Oh, but this bird's unbeatable. Well, last week saw the highly imaginative tennis ball tights on head indoor skittles. Here we move outdoors for a hotly anticipated swing skittle confrontation. Two sisters, both of whom going for Gloucestershire age group records. Here's 7-year-old Millie, ably assisted by dad Chris. And that is a superb start on the front and the backward swing. Needs to maintain her belief here. She's got to beat 21 seconds for the under-8s record. Change of direction here. Getting ever so close. One more. Can she get it on the outward? Oh, yes! That is superb. She's done it by the skin of her teeth. Well, this is 10-year-old Eva and her task much the harder. Under 11 seconds for the under 11s record. Oh, and this is an absolutely perfect start. It really is. She could smash the mark. Only one left. Over by the flower bed. Oh, yes! She's done it. That was the ultimate Magnificent 7. Phenomenal. Welcome to Wiltshire for this food bank fundraiser extraordinaire. 46-year-old Richard Groom, a tenacious triathlete, bidding here to complete his 4th Ironman. He spent 2 weeks getting the temporary pool up and running. More than an hour and a half in the water. More than 5.5 hours in the saddle. The full Ironman distance, a 2.4 mile swim, 180k on the bike. He's going really well here. And he'll finish with the big one, the marathon. Great balance by his son in the background, who shows absolutely no interest whatsoever in his dad's Herculean task. Well, the grimace becomes a smile. He's 2 down, 1 to go. More than 7 hours in. Now to a mere 420 laps of his garden. We are reliably informed he's already exceeded his fundraising target of £4,000. He's putting Malmesbury on the map brilliantly here. Oh, this is superb camera work from the next door neighbour, strictly adhering to the 2-metre exclusion zone. Oh, moment of controversy. He's inside the cones here, Groom. Back with him. Almost 13 hours. He had to stop for a little rest. He's been running for more than 5.5 hours. He is nearing the finish line and he must be feeling dizzy. His son's gone to bed. Only his wife on the camera.
1 metre apparently. Each lap seems to be
He's almost there. Has he done it? Yes, he has.
Yay!
Top marks to Richard Groom.
It's over.
He's earned a cold one and probably a cake as well. On Lockdown Live, we want to hear from as many young sportsmen and women as possible. So if you have a particular passion or hero, get in touch. Here is our first star in the making.
Hi, my name is Ruby and I love playing hockey. It's the best sport ever. My sporting hero is an absolute legend, the world's best hockey player, Alex Danson Bennett. She inspires me so much and I hope to follow in her footsteps in the world of women's hockey. She has played for our country, which I hope to do, has been captain of her team, which I hope to be, and has been England's top goal scorer, which is absolutely incredible. And her shirt number was 15, which is my lucky number, my favourite number, and my birthday number. And I've already got the shirt. You are my favourite sports person ever. I love you so much and you are my sporting hero.
Well, there's absolutely no doubting Ruby's commitment to hockey, and unbeknown to her, we got the Olympic champion to record a message for her enthusiastic young fan.
Hi Ruby, my name is Alex Danson and I am a former England and Great Britain hockey player. I've been hearing lots about you. I hear you're a fabulous hockey player. You're just moving up to the under 14s, which I know is a massive change. You're suddenly going from smaller pitches to biggest pitches. So I'm going to give you a few tips. So my tips when you're playing 11-a-side, first of all, make sure you're super fit because you're going to have lots of running to do. Now that I'm thinking of some advice that I was given back when I was younger, I think the best thing I ever learned was the most talented of us are not always the most successful. It's the ones of us that work the hardest that probably say thank you the most because you appreciate what you're doing and you love what you're doing. And it's those that are willing to practice their skills. You know, if we've got time at home at the moment, practicing something in the front room, don't break any windows, maybe in the garden, just finding opportunities to do that a little bit more. My tip for you is when things don't go well, remember and have a look at what's not worked, but then never give up. That's how I live my entire career, day by day. If it doesn't work, get up the next day and we try again. Ruby, it's fabulous to meet you, virtually, albeit that, but I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best with your hockey and good luck, stay well and all the best.
Well, huge thanks to Alex Danson for that moment of motivation for Ruby. And if you'd like to be the star of our junior feature, get in touch. On Instagram, it's @LockdownLive2020 or on Twitter @RobWalkerTV. Now, our next section of clips begins with a reminder that you don't need a complicated course to create drama, comedy or chaos in the back garden. Welcome to Bristol for one of the toughest back garden races we've ever seen. There's Daniel, a no-nonsense arrival. What about his wife, Abby? My goodness me, she's not shy. What an entrance!
Contestants, are you ready?
Abby's dad, Chris, on the cameras.
Audience, are you ready?
He's also the official starter.
You will both go on my first whistle. Go!
Well, it's a pretty poor start to the race and a fairly average course at the moment. You may be thinking, what's all the fuss about? Dead level, under the tarpaulin, it's husband against wife. Daniel nearest the camera. But here's the real sting in the tail. It's not 8 circuits round the broom, it's not 10, but a monstrous 15. They're heading towards a delicately placed cup of water just balanced on the fence at the far side, and they're both absolutely hopeless here. This is brutal. Clockwise. Well, it's not making it any easier. Daniel's beginning to dance here. Well, he looks as though he's doing a two-step with his broom. Abby perhaps has a slight edge here, but it's pretty close. Both of them making heavy weather of these last couple of rotations. Abby's finished. Oh, she's almost taken down the fence. Just a couple of metres to go. Comedy running here by Daniel. He's got to be making that up. Abby heads towards the cup. Can she drink it? No. She douses Daniel in defeat. He sinks to his knees. That is a sensational win.
Devastated, absolutely devastated. But well matched today.
Well, he can't believe it. Abby's got nothing left in the tank or the cup, but she's taken it. This is a guy who has smashed his target. He got on his bike on the 22nd of March to try and raise £1,000 for the Big Issue Foundation. 200 metres to go. Not only did he raise £1,000, he raised £5,000. He started today with £8,226. And here he is, Jacob Hill-Gowing, the 28-year-old from London, the senior art director at an ad agency, is the toast of a charity and a nation today. He has put the great into Britain. He's smashed his fundraising tally. And in 41 days... 41 days.
Amazing.
He has completed Le Tour de Flat. Jacob Hill-Gowing, you are an absolute legend. And mate, you can stop. It's over. You've done it. Early morning here in Mumbai for this rooftop kindergarten Commonwealth Cone qualifier, and it's dad Shiv and daughter Amogi. Amogi picks up the red. When this one's delivered, there'll only be just the two left. Shiv is dropping to the right, Amogi on the left. Shiv is a veteran of the Bengaluru 10K, the Delhi Half Marathon, the Mumbai Marathon. Oh, a little bit of a hold-up, but it's only because Amogi's making sure that cone is placed with absolute precision. And she's a real chip off the old block here. Which colour does she go for? It's blue. They'll officially finish when they link arms for the high five. A crowd of one, just the camera woman on the rooftop here in Mumbai. I think they've made the first round proper. That is sensational. What a demonstration of teamwork. One positive feature from lockdown is seeing how well communities come together in times of difficulty. And that's certainly the case for a Gloucestershire town rallying round for one of its own. Well, 28-year-old cyclist Fran Eddles was supposed to be covering Land's End to John O'Groats this year, but while he rightly focuses his energy on a battle with brain cancer, his teammates and friends have taken to the hills and roads around Tetbury to cover the miles for him. And what an effort! 1,000 activities over one weekend, 430 rides, 320 walks. Tour de Fran has smashed the initial distance of 874 miles he would have covered and replaced it with a staggering 25,000, enough to circumnavigate the globe, let alone Great Britain. Special mention to firefighter Jack Meredith, who got on his bike at the station. And what about this from young Arlo Knight? 12 of the miles coming on his balance bike. Not even the merest hint of stabilisers. When this young man gets his first bike proper, he will be a dangerous prospect, make no mistake. And another mention to the ultimate turbo session from Andrea Herbert, covering more than 400 miles. Top marks Tetbury, Tour de Fran, mission complete. Well, that's it for this week's show. But if you want your family's moments of sporting magic captured forever, get in touch with us. On Instagram, it's @LockdownLive2020. And if you click the bio section of the page, you can upload your footage straight to our public Dropbox. Just remember, turn the camera sideways when you do your filming, or drop me a note on Twitter. It's @RobWalkerTV. In the meantime, stay safe, stay together. See you next week.